The bold and the beautiful spoilers. Is Steffy trying to save Hope from herself? Steffy gave Hope an ultimatum, but it's not entirely self-serving. Hope was shocked when Steffy saved her fashion line in The Bold and the Beautiful episode, airing September 16, but it came with conditions. At the end of the day, is Steffy only looking out for herself, or is she trying to help Hope too? The fate of Hope for the future was in Steffy's hands. Ridge and Carter presented the data that said, without question, that Hope's fashion line was sinking rapidly and ultimately costing Forrester Creations money. When Steffy proclaimed that Hope for the future would live on, everyone was shocked. Later, when Steffy met with Hope privately, she revealed that there would be conditions on the decision. Steffy would not allow Hope to become her mother, and she won't allow Hope to interfere with her marriage. Cross those lines and Hope for the future is done. Do not turn into Brooke Logan, Steffy told Hope, referring to how Hope's mother, Brooke, tore the Forrester family apart when she dated Forrester patriarch Eric and several Forrester men, including Ridge. Of course, when Ridge and Brooke connected, it led to the demise of Ridge's marriage to Taylor, Steffy's mother. What we find interesting about Steffy's latest ultimatum, given how frequently she issues them, is the wording of it. It's a warning, to be sure, but it's more than that. If you didn't know better, there's almost an imploring quality to it. Like Steffy really doesn't want Hope to turn out like her mother. Steffy and Hope have never gotten along, but they do share kids through their former marriages, and they have a family bond because of their siblings and their parents. Steffy and Hope may never be friends, but since they work together, they should at least be civil, and it feels like Steffy is using the opportunity to incentivize a shift in Hope's behavior. All of this isn't to say that Steffy's latest ultimatum is completely altruistic. The fact is she wants Hope to stay away from Finn at all costs. This is the biggest carrot Steffy can dangle to ensure that her wishes are met. But will it work? Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, Soap Spectrum. I am Emily here. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Keep watching, so let's dive into today's video. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers. Sheila's Hayes obsession reignites. Steffy catches Grandma's scary move. The Bold, the Beautiful B&B. Spoilers reveal that Hope Logan knows how much is on the line now that Steffy Forrester has delivered her ultimatum. If Hope doesn't avoid stepping out of bounds with John Finnegan, she can kiss Hope for the future goodbye. Based on fall preview spoilers, it looks like Steffy's plan may actually pay off. Hope will find a new man to focus on soon, so Steffy may hope she can finally just have some peace in her marriage for once. That's not how it works on soaps, where there's always more drama on the horizon. Hope may no longer be a threat, but that doesn't mean Finn and Steffy are in the clear when it comes to avoiding problematic people on canvas. We certainly can't forget about Sheila Sharp, who never stays on her best behavior for very long. Sheila was wrongfully accused by multiple characters, including Steffy, during the summer mystery that just played out, but she's still capable of anything at her core. That's why Steffy will still have good reasons to be wary if Sheila starts causing issues again. Will Finn and Steffy face some familiar fears in the months ahead? Hayes Forrester Finnegan recently made another appearance, so that could be a sign that B&B's going to start using him on screen more often. Fans could see for themselves how much Hayes has grown, so Sheila is missing crucial years of her grandson's childhood. How long will Sheila let this go on before she decides to take action? This might be a great time for B&B to reignite Sheila's Hayes obsession, especially since Halloween will be here before you know it. It'd definitely spook Steffy and Finn if Sheila snatched Hayes, even just for a little visit. Of course, there could also be a situation where Sheila rescues Hayes somehow, but that probably wouldn't be enough to convince Steffy to lift the grandma ban. Steffy seems pretty insistent on keeping Sheila out of the picture forever, so Sheila may resort to drastic measures to see Hayes. Will Steffy catch Sheila making a scary move at some point? The bold and the beautiful spoilers say Sheila's haze fixation could become a bigger problem down the road. So stick with us for more Sheila predictions and updates on Steffy's reaction to any bad news. CDL's where you want to be for terrific bold and the beautiful spoilers, predictions, news, and updates. So make us your go-to source. The bold and the beautiful spoilers. Luna's escape partner seduces prison guard boyfriend for help. The bold and the beautiful B&B. Spoilers reveal that reality must be setting in for Luna Nozawa, Lisa Yamada, behind bars. Luna confessed once she was backed into a corner, but now she's locked up with plenty of time to think about how her plans went wrong. Of course, Luna also has plenty of time to come up with a new scheme entirely. One that could get her out of the slammer despite all the criminal charges. Could Luna's escape plot be in the works? It's possible Luna could get a redemption story, but most of us can agree she's a more entertaining character when she's doing wild things and landing in trouble with the law. If we're being honest, there wouldn't be much of a point to redeeming Luna. If Luna went back to being a nice character, she probably wouldn't get very interesting material. However, we'd say the show could still get a lot of mileage out of Luna as a villain. Luna just has to find a way out of prison so she can unleash her next wave of terror. With that in mind, maybe Luna should take a page out of Sheila Sharp's Kimberlyn Brown playbook. B&B fans may recall how Sheila sweet-talked Mike Guthrie, Ken Haynes, into helping her escape when he was a prison guard. Perhaps Luna could do something similar if she finds a prison guard of her own to target. It's easy to imagine Luna putting her seduction skills to good use and telling some gullible guy that he's the only one who understands her. Luna might tell her sob story about Poppy Nozawa, Romy Park, and act like none of this is her fault. If Luna plays her cards right, she could convince a prison guard to fall madly in love with her and ultimately break her out. Luna might assure her prison guard boyfriend that they can build a life together if he'll just help her make a quick getaway. Our B&B predictions point to more Luna developments down the road, so stick with us for updates on any stunning news that might be brewing. The bold and the beautiful spoilers say Luna could go free for another storyline one way or another, so stay tuned. Be sure to make CDL your favorite hotspot for all the sizzling bold and the beautiful spoilers, predictions, news, and updates you need. Bold and beautiful backfire. Steffy's latest move all but guarantees Finn will cheat with Hope. Steffy has put a plan in motion to keep Hope away from Finn on Bold and Beautiful, but rather than accomplish her goal, her latest move may be guaranteed to push her hapless hubster right into the Logan's arms. Steffy threw Hope for a loop when she announced that she would not cut her hope for the future line despite Carter's dire projections and Ridge's obvious intent to let the collection rip. Informing her father that this was her call, since he'd made the last big decision to promote Brooke without her input, Steffy nearly gave Hopi whiplash by declaring that she would give her and her team one last shot. The blonde was clearly expecting the woman whose husband she'd kissed behind her back to take her revenge by ending her fashion prospects. Why wouldn't she? The answer to that came after the fact in a private meeting. Steffy had decided to use Hope's desperate desire to keep hope for the future going to her advantage. Of course, it's ludicrous that a business would be run in this manner, but we can't say it wasn't clever. Tying the fate of her rival's collection to her ability to stay away from Finn seems guaranteed to ensure that Hope won't cross that particular line again, or does it? As we all know, on soaps and in life, if you tell someone they can't do something, it somehow makes them extra determined to do it. Especially if they're a contrary type person, and Hope's been nothing if not rebellious lately. At best, she's been struggling rather unsuccessfully to not become her mother's daughter. Therefore, Steffy's ultimatum is more likely to have the effect of making Hope want Finn more than ever, but she'll have to be crafty as to how she goes about it. Probably the best way would be to circumvent Steffy's conditions by exposing her behind closed doors manipulating. If Hope were to confide in her mother about the ultimatum and Brooke was to spill the beans to Finn, well, we're guessing this isn't something the good doctor would be comfortable with. It might be enough to stir up trouble at the very least. Perhaps that's why Brooke ends up in Finn's office as the week wears on. Is she paying him a visit to inform him about his wife's devious and manipulative methods of keeping Hope on the straight and narrow? Now, we all know that Bold and Beautiful has teased Hope setting her sights on a new man. Might she be trying to make Finn sit up and take notice? Make him jealous? It's certainly possible. If the advances come from Finn, Hope can't be held responsible, can she? All we know for sure is that Steffy just sealed her fate with that ultimatum, or the fate of her marriage, if you will. Banning Hope from having contact with Finn is a surefire way to ensure that they'll be put in each other's orbits on the regular. This is Bold and Beautiful after all, and the writing is clearly on the wall. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers. Taylor Hayes gets revenge. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers reveal Taylor Hayes returned home at the perfect time to comfort her daughter, Steffy Forrester. But Taylor is horrified when she realizes the Logan women have seriously outnumbered her daughter and are messing with her marriage and her career. How far will she go to avenge her daughter? Keep reading to find out. Here's what's coming up next on Bold and Beautiful. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers. Taylor Hayes blames the Logans. Taylor Hayes blames Brooke Logan's daughter for Steffy's kidnapping and near death. After all, if Hope Logan hadn't kissed Steffy's husband, she never would have been at the Spencer mansion or trying to leave town in a huff. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers say that Taylor's blood will be boiling when she realizes that Ridge Forrester also let the Logan women take over Forrester Creations. That company is Steffy's birthright and livelihood, and Taylor is seething that their rivals are walking around the Forrester Creations hallways like they own the place. What better way for Taylor Hayes to get even with Brooke and Hope? Sure, she could start another food fight or push one of them down a flight of stairs. Or she could give them a dose of their own medicine and seduce Ridge Forrester. Brooke Logan hasn't had to worry about her husband canoodling around with other women in over a year. She's been sleeping like a baby at night, knowing the other woman in Ridge's life was in another country. Now the classic Brooke-Ridge-Taylor triangle is about to be resurrected. B and B spoilers. Taylor Hayes seduces Ridge Forrester. B and B spoilers show that Taylor has made it very clear that she blames Brooke for Hope's behavior. Do you think it's unfair of Taylor to get revenge on Brooke for something that her daughter did? Will Taylor have to try very hard to seduce Ridge, or will he be a willing participant? Let us know what you think in the comments below, and keep checking back here on Celebrating the Soaps for more B and B spoilers, news, and soap updates.